YouTube and world, I guess. My name is Anna Catherine Davis, and I guess, a little background information on me. I'm a student at the University of Alabama. I'm studying English and I'm minoring in sociology. I am a published author. I'm published in young adult fiction novel. There's other videos on this channel about that, but that's really not what this video and a lot of the ones following this one are going to be about. I'm doing something a little bit different and something that I never thought that I would be brave enough to do, but I'm doing it, and I'm going to try to document it for you here. What I'm doing is I'm calling it the Human Narrative Project, and if it turns out to be anything, I have no idea. This might be a complete and total failure, but that's totally okay. I recently had a really big change in my life. I just got out of a relationship that really changed who I am to the core of my being. How do I say this? I grew up in a house with addiction, not through myself, but there was an addiction problem. It really shaped me as a child. Growing up around that, made me grow up very early, and so I had always thought that I was very mature for my age, and I guess in a way I am. I'm 18, but I always thought that I knew everything, I guess, which was stupid. So my senior year of high school, I started dating a guy about 4 years older than me. It was really, really wonderful for a really long time, and then we dated for over a year. I lived with him about 3 days out of the week when I wasn't at school. And then it all kind of fell apart and we broke up. And when we broke up, I've never felt that kind of pain before in my life. It really, really struck me really, really hard because I thought that I had known pain, I guess is why it hurt so bad. It's because I thought that I had already experienced so much growing up in that environment that I had, that there was no pain that would ever be greater than that. But this was such an instant pain, and it knocked me right off my feet and really, really shook me down to the core of who I was, because I always believed that love was the strongest thing on the planet, that it was the strongest emotion that a person could experience. And then all of a sudden, I was dealing with heartbreak. And love can change you. It's one of the few emotions that can truly, truly change you, but it's slow. Love changes you slowly. Heartbreak, it's a 1-2 punch. It instantly shifts your entire world, and to me, it was such a tangible pain that I didn't understand it. I didn't understand what it was. And as a writer and as a scientist, in my sociology background, I wanted to understand what this was, what this emotion was, because as a writer, I've always tried to write honestly and tried to capture and take the emotions that I feel and that I've honestly felt, and work them into my piece so that every person could relate to them, because every person can experience these emotions. And all of a sudden, I had this huge, powerful emotion, this emotion of this heartbreak, this huge pain, that completely crushed me and just shifted everything. I wanted to understand this pain, and I had it. I didn't know what to do with it. I didn't understand it. And so, but one thing I did notice is that all of a sudden, now that I had experienced it, I looked around and I saw that everyone else had experienced it too, and I didn't see it and I didn't understand it until I was looking at it, until I had seen it too. It was like a little monster that had been invisible until I had one too. And so that made me start thinking about how little I actually know about people and how little I actually know about the world. And as a writer and as a scientist, that really makes me angry. I guess not angry. I guess angry is a very harsh word there, but I want to know. I want to understand. I want to understand everything around me, and I want to understand this. I want to understand. And so it inspired me to start this project. I'm calling it the Human Narrative Project. And what I want to do is I want to ask people I've never met, people who I will never talk to ever again, I want to ask them about their lives. I want to ask them moments that have defined who they are, and then I want to ask them what it is that they think unite all people. And I want to take all of their stories. No, that was the sociology, I want to talk to these people and understand how their lives work. But then the writer in me, I want to take all of their stories and I want to narrate them. And I don't know if that'll work. I don't know what'll come of it. I have in my head an idea of a novel or something, or a collection where I bring their stories to life in the form of a narrative through my writing, but I don't know if that'll happen. I don't know. It might not work. I really don't know if anybody's going to talk to me, but I think it's worth a shot. So what I'm going to do is I'm driving across the country with my cousin. We're going to sleep in my car and I guess shower, get a hotel room every 3 days or so to shower and sleep in a real bed or something. I don't know. And I'm just going to stop in little towns and places that people forget about, and I'm just going to talk to people. And maybe they'll talk to me, or maybe they won't. Or maybe people will talk to me and I'll realize that nothing connects everyone. I mean, I genuinely don't believe that, but maybe that's what I'll find. I don't know what I'm going to find, but I want to know. And so my end goal is the Grand Canyon. I want to drive. I'm in Alabama right now. I want to drive from here to the Grand Canyon, and I want to put my toes right at the very, very edge of the Grand Canyon, and I want to scream. I want to scream as loud as I can. I want to scream until I just want to scream into the Grand Canyon. But along the way, I guess this is as much about finding myself as it is about finding about life, but I'm ready. And so I'm going to document this as I go through videos and through my blog on my website. I don't know if anybody's going to watch this. I guess this is more just for myself, and so I can, show my mom that I'm alive as I'm traveling, because she is already terrified that, I'm going to get pulled into a ditch and she'll never see me again. But you know what? No, I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be fine. It's going to be fine. So I'm just going to document it here. So this is the Human Narrative Project, and I'll post the constraints and the questions that I want to ask right after this. I guess wish me luck.